Hey guys, what's up? So I wanted to do this video because I was thinking about something the other day and this morning. And I was like, all right, there's a lot of people that compare themselves with other people and they try to copy other people because they want what they have, right? Hold on. That's funny. Jeez. No, bitch. Okay. 3:30 a.m. You know they say, oh my god, 3 and 6 is like the devil's hours. No, it's not. It's actually when the universe wants to give you a message. Yo, I remember when I'm like so hyper. I remember when I used to live at my old apartment and like, like, like this didn't happen to me. This has been happening to me for a while now, but it would happen to me every day between 3 and 3:30 on the dot. I'd wake up at 3:30. Like it would be on my microwave, and I'd be like, "Really? Like we're really doing this?" It was nuts, yo. I've messed up stories, but I never took advantage of it. Like it's not that I don't now, but I feel like every time I wake up early, I'll watch something and then it'll be like, okay, now go do a video. And it's like, I could have done this at like, 7, 8 a.m. Didn't have to wake up at 3, 3:30, 2, Anyways. So, I was thinking of this. I've thought about it numerous times because I don't get, but I do, why other people would want to be like another person when God made you who you are for a reason, because you have a certain divine purpose. Now, you can want somebody else's life, and it's like, but you don't know what it actually consists of. Like social media, like, hi, I have a perfect life, and my family is lovable, and they love me. Like, it's not always like that. Like, people like to just make it look like they're happy or make it look like this or that, and it's like, but they're not. You know what I mean? So you could want somebody's life and then it's like, let's do like a Freaky Friday, and then you have it and you're like, holy shit, like what did I sign up for? Because you never know, right? But you have a certain life for a certain reason because you chose it for yourself. That's what I believe. I believe that we make blueprints before we come into this world for karmic lessons or lessons to I believe that the point of all living, whether you believe in reincarnation or regular life, this one lifetime, your whole point is to find your way back to love after all the conditionings that you have been through from your upbringing, society, friends, this, did I say society? The world, like, teachers, like anything. Like, if you grew up in a shitty household, you're gonna have shitty beliefs and you're gonna have low self-esteem. You're gonna have no confidence. Like ego is fear. So like you're gonna have all these things. It's like and they want you to undo all that and find the essence of who you are again, which is love, unconditional love. So you don't even have to believe in God to find this or follow this path or be successful in life or go to heaven. You don't need to do any of that, okay? As long as you have good intentions, a good heart, want to help people, want to grow and evolve and heal into your essence, because obviously, like, if you don't, you're kind of angry and you're kind of mad at the world and you kind of victimize yourself and you kind of like do like, things that people that love themselves or feel like they have love in their lives or they're following their purpose. That's the difference. When you feel like you're following your purpose to love, and like that's the destination, but the healing and other things are like the milestones, And it's like, I feel like, and I do the same freaking thing. I do. I feel like people get pissed off about not being at where it is they want to be already, rather than appreciate the steps that it took to get there once they get there. Because those are what really are the things to appreciate. Because you worked for that. Like, those are your milestones. It's kind of like when you're a baby, you got tummy time, you got crawling, you got picking yourself up, standing on your own, and then walking, or taking a little bit of steps and then walking. Those are, you're not gonna you're not gonna tell a baby, okay, on to the next. Like, no, you give it time to stretch out that time period so it knows how to go on to the next step. You know what I mean? But you have to learn as you go along. It's not like babies just learn how to crawl and then they're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to do nothing else. I'm going to crawl for the rest of my life. No. They start crawling and then they start trying to find shit to pull themselves up, on. So, my point is, I'm like, nope, don't say it, Bethany. Okay. I don't want to manifest it. Yeah, so people are just kind of miserable, and however they feel inside is how they look at the world. So if you feel unsafe, you're going to feel like everything in the world's unsafe. If you feel like everybody's trying to if you feel like everybody's attacking you or wanting to pull one on you, you're not going to trust people. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to be pushing people away, strangers. You're never going to take opportunities. You're never going to not find love, but true love. And I don't want to say it like that. Scratch that. I didn't mean that. You're going to find happiness. It's more difficult to find happiness when you're not taking opportunities, 2 steps to getting there if you commit to being happy. If you commit to being happy, there's nothing that can hurt you. Watch this video turn into that and not what I just said. If you commit to being happy, nothing can hurt you, okay? It's up to you how you want to take certain things. If you want to let something hurt you, okay, then you're going to let it hurt you. If you want to take something and look at it as being bad or good or whatever, that's how you're going to take it. So that's how you're going to experience it. You know what I mean? There's polarity. Like, technically, everything is singularity. But we live in a dualistic, life, world. You know what I mean? Like, there's hot and cold. Like, that's separate. When it's not. It's a temperature. They're both temperatures. At the end of the day, they're both temperatures. They're under the same temperature category. Temperatures. There's not one hot and one cold. No. They're temperatures. So there's no separation of people because we're all people. Well, we're people, okay? We're not going to go into being non-human and all that crap. But we're all people, and nobody has anything more than another person because that's within yourself. Like, I could present myself to the world as having this and having that and this and that and the other. It could be all fake. Like, I was just looking on, I don't know why. I have no idea what made me look at this morning. No idea. Let me see if I can try to figure it out. I don't know. But I looked up something on 69 Takashi or whatever. I don't like him. Don't like him. I don't like him. Okay? I just don't. I think he thinks he's top shit and he's not, and he sucks, and Bethany, be nice. I just don't resonate with the kind of person he is. Okay? I like some of his music. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean I accept, which isn't my prerogative. It's not up to me if he's accepted or not. You know what I mean? Like, that, it has nothing to do with me. But I don't see the things that he does, his lifestyle, is something that that is something that is acceptable for me. I wouldn't allow myself to do those things. It's not like I haven't done it, but not to that extreme, okay? I didn't have to go to jail and snitch for, whatever. I've never snitched. I know a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of shit. No, okay. So, Bethany. What was I saying? I was looking it up. Why did I say that? And I don't want to stop this, because if I stop it and I look back, then sometimes it doesn't do cap cut, and then it's annoying, and I don't want to have to go through it. Hold on. Oh. My 3:30. What time is it? Oh, it's 6. She's late. I have like 2 of my friends. One's like my best friends. And she like messages me like it's like the 3:30, 3 o'clock gang. She has babies, so she's on a different kind of schedule now. She like has 4-month old identical twin boys. They're my babies. Because I don't have one right now. So I use them as my babies until whatever. So it's like another thing. Like, you have things that nobody can have about you. Like, you were made to be here for a certain reason, and nobody can be that. Nobody can take that position. It's like, what is made for you is only yours. If something leaves, if it's supposed to be made and it's supposed to be in your life, like, it will come back because it's yours. It was made to be in your life. You know what I mean? If there's a certain person that is designed just for you, they won't be anybody else's, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm not gonna say it's easy, you know what I mean? Like, if you're in love with somebody and you don't want to let them go and go be with somebody else, it's like, but they might need to. And they also might need to for the benefit of you, because there might be some certain lessons that they should learn first before coming into contact with you, so they can come correct, or at your level where it's just respect. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be about money, like finances, and it just comes as energy. It's not materialistic. It's spiritual. It's energy. So like, you can make more money than them, and they might need to learn that from another person, that money isn't everything somehow. And then they'll realize they only connect with your energy because you have that in you. Something like that along those lines. Like, there might be a karmic lesson that they have set up for them in order to have to learn, in order to change their energy, in order to shift into an alignment with yours. Okay? But people think that they have to like do this and do that. It's like, no, it's all about energy, sweethearts. Nothing to do with materialistic stuff. It's energy within you. So it's nothing to do with the outside world of you aligning with another person. It actually has to do all within yourself. All energy. Back to 69. Okay. I'm such a pervert. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh yeah. Like, I was watching these things and it was like, how rich is he actually? And it was like saying how he has all this bullshit. Like, he had to go for bankruptcy. Like, he has no money. It's just, everything's fake. Everything's props. And it's just like, none of it's his. I mean, obviously, like, some of it is, but none of it is compared to what is. And it makes it look like. So what I'm trying to say is, everything could be fake that a person presents himself to be or have. So, if a person does have something that you want, like, let's say, okay, a boyfriend. All right, let's do that. Let's say, what the hell? Okay, let's say you have a couple, guy and a girl and a guy. I mean, guy and a guy, girl, it doesn't matter. You have a couple, all right? Whatever gender they go after and they enjoy being with. Not go after, because we don't chase people. There's a thing to that too. I don't mean to say, I'm not saying it to be a bitch. I'm actually saying it for a completely different reason. Completely different reason. And it's actually positive. But in this scenario, what I'm talking about is, you have a couple, right? And one of them grows out of alignment with the other one, and they might start feeling feelings for another person, and they end up leaving that relationship and they go into another one, because they resonate better and align better with this person out of growth, out of whatever. You just lost out with this person, like, you just fell off with each other, like, you're just not compatible anymore. And that happens, you fall off, you grow apart, Now, this person is like, well, what do they have that I don't? You know what I mean? So then they look into it and they look up this person and stalk this person, look at what they're doing, look at their life, look at what they're wearing, look at how they act, look at this and that, and that, okay? And they try to copy them. So the other so their ex will go back to them, No. One, if somebody leaves you for another person, don't want them back. No. Two, no. Because the other person is that they're themselves for a reason, and they have gone through whatever they have gone through in order to be that person. And if you don't do the healing work and you've never, had to go through what they've been through, then you're not going to be able to be them. But you're not going to be able to be them anyways, because you're here separately as a separate entity for a separate reason. But if you have somebody that lives by their purpose and intentions and doesn't, and deliberately creates and goes by the universal laws, you can't do that. If you're not doing that, you can't have that life path, okay? You have to live your own life path. And at the same time, if you compare yourself with everybody else, it's like you're going to condition yourself to be somebody that you aren't even to fit in with other people, or to have somebody like you. And then they find out, you get them. And then like a year later, it's like, you're not that person whatsoever. And you trick that person and they're like, what the heck? Like, you weren't even the person I met. Like, what just happened? Like, you know what I mean? I fell in love with somebody else. This is not you. Like, and it sucks because it's like, you try to get this person because you love them or you like them and you want them to like you. But then as soon as they start liking you, you go back to who you really are. And they're like, wait. So you want to be yourself because you want that person to love you for who you actually are. You don't want to have them love you because they fell in love with somebody else that's a different way than you, because they're just going to leave you again for the person that whatever. Not even that, but I'm just saying. So if you live by your purpose, you have a certain type of essence that emanates around you. If you believe in being a good person, you're going to have a different energy that is going to go out into the universe, and you're going to have things that are going to come back to you that another person will not. And those things that come back to you, you can't match that same energy because nobody feels the same exact way. You can have the same exact situation and no two people will ever feel the same exact thing. They can resonate, but they will never have the same exact experience and feelings and emotions as you do. That's why people get high and some people don't. It's like a coping mechanism for somebody would be to go heal. A coping mechanism for another person is to numb and drink or do drugs and just numb. And another person could just suppress their feelings, to numb. There's so many different things, you know what I mean? Like my son, like he watched his dad go down the wrong path, and he didn't want to have that life. And he saw what kind of life he could have had if he went down the same path and he started doing drugs. So he didn't, so it's like he went through trauma with his dad, just like his dad went trauma with his mom, just especially. And it's like, but he chose different because he had different emotions and feelings about drugs and getting high and the consequences and the cause and effect. You know what I mean? So I don't remember what I was saying. Happens all the time, but we're going to do this. Okay. So, never emanate, never can have the same energy. You're not set out for that life. Okay. So if somebody leaves your life, you just let them go because they're not made to be in your life unless they come back, but the thing is that it's like, if you let them go and they come back, cool. But let them go so you can move on to something that might be for you, but you're holding on to something that isn't. And that's where you become unhappy, and it's like you can go, whatever, go find your happiness. But if you commit to your happiness, nobody can hurt you unless you let them. Because if you commit to being happy, you can't let somebody hurt you, because you commit to still being happy. And I'm not going to say it's easy, but it gets easier as you go along. But people are scared to get hurt, so they don't let themselves be happy, because it's like, oh, well, once I let myself be happy, I'm going to get hurt. And then I'm going to get let down. And I've already done this before. And I don't want to feel that again. And it's like, yeah, but you'll only feel it again if you let yourself feel it. And I'm not going to say it's easy. Like I said, it ain't easy, but it's doable. And it can happen. And I can say that from experience, Now, I want to tell you a story, okay? I have a lot of people that copy me. I have a lot of people that try to be like me. I have a lot of people that pretend they're the same kind of person that I am, and they are not, okay? And that will come out, because I'm a very unique person. I literally think that I'm one of the nicest people in the world. No. I know I'm one of the nicest people in the world. And I accept everybody for who they are, man. Like, I might not agree with the person of what they're doing, but that's none of my business. One, two, they have a reason why they do that, and I don't know what that reason is, and it's none of my business. Like, so go do your thing. As long as you don't affect me in any way, skedaddle. I don't care. I actually don't care either way, because you can't affect me, because I won't let somebody ruin my happiness that I have committed to. I don't know. I'm just different. And that's why nobody can be me, because I've went through certain things, and I've healed, and I've done this and I've done that has made me be the person that I am. You would need to do the same exact thing to be exactly who I am. You can try to be me all day, but you can't. And I can try to be you all day, and I can't. You will not succeed ever. So you will be unhappy all the time if you try to compare yourself to somebody else, because you're not made to be that person. So if you follow your purpose and your destiny, it'll help you with your happiness, okay? It's funny, because over, like, the next week, you're just going to see my hair start to, like, not look gray anymore. It's just going to go to blonde, like, complete blonde. It's going to be funny. Like, over time, like, every day, it, like, will turn a different shade, like, 2 times a day. It's going to be cool. Like, all of a sudden, I'll just, like, transform and be like, oh. Anyways, it's actually really cool. But I thought about that. I was like, because I'm actually opening up more to who I actually am, but showing people, like, I already know, but I'm showing people. And I was like, every time you change your hair or get in a breakup, that's what happens. So it's like, I changed my hair, I got into, like, whatever, and it's like, something happened with Jay Dandy. If you haven't seen those videos, it's somebody that's, like, literally, like, harassing me for a personal reason, and it's actually making me grow. It's actually helping me heal to a point where, like, in one day, I healed 13 years of trauma. And then I was able to put something out on my Facebook of who I am. And it's a big thing. It's not something little. Like, oh, I can do this. I can play chess. Like, no, I can. But no, like, it's big. And it's my purpose. And I've been hiding it. And it's like, no. So it's kind of just, like, cool. Like, you just, all of a sudden, my hair's going to start turning blonde. I already pictured it. Hair's going to start turning blonde, and it's going to, like, the heavens are going to open up, and then I'm going to be, like, teleported, and then I'm going to go home to my galaxy that I want to go back to. You feel homesick. If you ever feel like you have a void, you feel homesick, there's a reason. Look up starseeds, or look up, an Octarian, or a Palladian, or a Ceres, a Sirens, Serenian, something. Those are all types of aliens, just to let you know. Palladians are like the more Octarian. I'm not going to go into that. I could go into that. Now, my story. Okay. About 2 years ago, I have lived in my neighborhood for 5 years. Okay, 5 years. I can't believe it. It's crazy. And I have seen so many people go in and out. It's nuts. So I used to be friends with this guy Dan, and our kids were best friends. So it was like we co-parented, but like we weren't together whatsoever. So like he would go do something with the kids, then I would let them sleep over my house. Their stories about their kids that I'm not going to go into because it doesn't matter. But yeah, so at the end of the day, we would walk around our neighborhood like during the summertime and talk about conspiracies and like the new age, new world or whatever, how they're trying to wipe out people and like kill population control. And like we would just like walk around the neighborhood and just talk about that stuff. And it was cool to have somebody to talk to about that because I didn't have many people in my life that could. So, or would. So, anyways, and I could tell that he was starting to like me. And I was like, nah, But I don't want anybody to like me right now because I was already going through my own boy drama and I was like, I'm not going to have somebody come in, get hurt, them like me have to turn them down. Like, no. So I didn't want him to start liking me. Well, he already did. I didn't want him to pursue liking me and get further into liking me. So there was one night I had like alcohol. I don't drink. I had alcohol that was like in my house for so long and it was like taking up room in my fridge and I was like, I just want to get rid of this. So me, Dan, and Mary, I was gonna go make a picture of this fucking shit and it was like make sex on the beach. And bring it back. Mary's gone. She's nowhere to be found. And like that was the main reason why I was gonna drink was because she was gonna be there. So now it's me and Dan. And I'm like, fuck. Like I don't want to drink with Dan. I don't mind doing it if there's somebody with us. Like, but I don't want to just drink with him. So all of a sudden, right? This mysterious woman, comes and we're at like the grill area, and we're sitting at like the picnic tables, and this is nuts. I can't believe it. So, she starts grilling, and she's super nice. She's pretty, and like, she reminds me of like a older 20-year older version of me. No, well, she's actually not. I think she's older than that. But anyways, whatever, not the point. And she reminds me of that, and she's talking about angels, she's talking about the universe, she's talking about this and that, and her daughter's all into like art. So I like told her about like H.R. Geiger and whatever that Alex Gray. I can never remember. I always just put in Gray, like baby art nervous system. It's really weird. I don't know why it's all about like babies and there's like weird. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm like really dark and just really weird and twisted in the head and really sweet and angelic and like fucked up. Anyways, so I am so fucked up. But I love that about me. And that's a shadow. And I love it. And I accept it. Like, I'm fucked. Like, you would never think. Unless you're doing certain things with me. But anyways, so, fuck. So, anyways, so like, I love this girl. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. And then I look at Dan and I'm like, yo, Dan, like, what do you think about her? Like, she's pretty. She seems nice. Like, go talk to her. So they end up talking. And they've been together for like 2 years now. This bitch. Because I just said I had a boyfriend. Because it's just, when I used to explain my ex, I didn't explain him. I would just be like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, whatever. So much easier than being like, yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. Way easier. That's actually easier, but real easier. And the blah, 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 what it really was, it's not as easy. So, anyways, not the point. So, I'd like go past him. And this was when she like first met me after we had like, spent the night together, hanging out at the grill. And she's like Bulgarian, so she has like this cool accent too. She hates me. She is so evil. She's the most evil person. I have never seen a day and night ever. this person, I can't. Okay. Point is, she starts hating me out of nowhere. And I'd be like walking my dog, and she'd be like, "Oh, where's your boyfriend?" I don't know, actually. I don't care. Where's yours? And like they're sitting together. I didn't really say that, but like I'm just like, I don't know. Like, or I'd be driving and I'd say something to whatever. And she'd be again, "Oh, are you going to see your boyfriend?" Bitch, what is it with you and my boyfriend? Like, you have Dan. I pushed Dan for you to have a boyfriend because I didn't want him liking me. Sloppy seconds says I did not fuck him or be a boyfriend or girlfriend with him. Just have him. He liked me first. Can't help it. All right. Sorry. You weren't even fucking living here yet. Like, shut up. So stupid. Anyways, over time, her daughter ended up like liking Dawson, who's my kid, blamed him for something that was said that was sexual when it was another child, got him eliminated out of their life, even though she was trying to get that done anyways. So like I wouldn't be in the picture, which is fine. Oh my God, the day that me and Dan got confronted about everything, and I was like, yo, like our kids are getting in trouble for your kids peeing on the fucking walls of the fucking like buildings. And like you're not doing shit about it. Like it's your kids, your kid. Mine is getting in trouble for being around them. And you're not doing anything. You're not punishing them, nothing. Like, whatever. Like, that's not my problem, but it's like a bunch of shit happened. That's like the only main thing that I really remember. And then all of a sudden, like, she came out, her daughter came out screaming, then its other mother came out for something totally different. I was just like, oh my God, this is ugh. So everything got, whatever. The mother and the mother ended up becoming friends and hating me and like having an alliance against me. And like this woman, Bulgarian bitch, she was like telling this other woman lies about me. Eventually, this woman found out that she was talking about herself and that I was the sweet one and she was fake and, whatever. And now she like, well, she doesn't love me, but we're good. She doesn't like me right now because I didn't give her a ride, but I couldn't, and I think she just feels a certain type of way. I can't help it. I would have, but anyways, that's none of your guys' concern. So whatever. So this woman, she gets obsessed with me to the point. Of I'm needing to bring her to court for a restraining order. She was taking videos of me in the neighborhood. And in the courthouse, she was like, she harasses me, she yells at me. Mind you, this video that she's trying to look for in court, she's going like this. Hold on. How many videos do you have of me? Hold on. This isn't the one. She goes, oh, here. And then the judge is like, all she's doing is talking to her friend on the phone. She's not doing anything. Oh, okay. That one's not the one yet. And she's scrolling and like the judge is like, I need 3 things, Bethany. If you can give me 3 things, I will give you this. And I'm like, my kid was with me. He was on the stand on the first time before recess. Cause then when we went up, it was like a freaking ridiculous thing. And he's like, yeah, we're going to move the second call. And I was like, yeah, you probably should. So then I get their statement. She apparently, doesn't matter. No, she apparently got the summons and then made up a thing about me, putting a restraining order on me and lied in I'm not even kidding when I say this, lied in every single sentence. Every single sentence. Every single sentence. And I really, 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 really need to go to the courthouse and get like another copy of that, because I tell my neighbors, because they all hate her. Like, hate her. She's a cunt. I'm sorry, but she's a cunt. Can't even be called a bitch. She's a cunty bitch. A bitchy cunt. I don't know. She's the most evil person. I still think she's pretty and I like her outfits, actually. It sucks that I can't even compliment her. Isn't that weird? I'm so nice. But, anyways, it's like, seriously, like, dude, like, but the reason why she got like that was because of Dan. I want Dan. Like, what? I don't even talk to him after they started talking. I didn't even talk to him anymore. Like, that was the whole point. So this bitch, like, I went to Shaw's. I needed 3 things. I remembered 2. After that, the judge is like, Bethany, come on, 1 more. I know you got 1 more. And I'm like, I can't think of it. Like, I'm crying on stand because then Dan's fucking talking shit. And I'm like, looking at him like, I can't believe you motherfucking are doing this right now. It's like, I can't believe you are doing this right now. It's like, pussy must be nice, huh? Pussy craziness must be fucking nice. Guess what? If I fucked you, would have been over. Never went to her. But I never will and I never have. Anyways, so, not like that. I don't just fuck nobody. I've only fucked the same person for the past 3 years and we're not even together. And like, if I do, to this day, if I was to fuck anybody, I would go to him. Because I don't want to start with somebody else and have to do all that yet. Like, I'm good. I'm not at that point where, like, I care about being with somebody, but, like, I do care about fucking. So it's like, I'm going to go to the one that I did last that I know I like, and I just don't want to find a new person and have to do all that because I'm not a whore. So it's not like I'm just going to go fuck anybody. I'm going to have to, like, start a relationship first. But anyways, it's besides the point. I'm just saying, she's a cunty bitch. So, like, over that, like, I don't want your man. I'm not even messaging him, calling him. You're calling me. I had to change my phone number. So, like, I went to Shaw's. She saw me. I wasn't in there. She's on the phone. She goes, and she, like, turned the other way. I'm in the place. I'm getting, like, I'm in checkout, self-checkout. All I needed was, like, bread and eggs, like, the normal, like, whatever. And she comes over with Dan, like, look, she followed us. And it's like, bitch, you're following me. Like, that, like, what? So then she follows me to my car, starts flipping the fuck out, and I'm like, yo, I'm leaving. You are nuts. I left. She comes knocking on my door. I had to call the cops. Like, it was insane. Second time, okay? Like, she told them in a statement that the kids were scared of my dog. The kids, my dog is the only one that the kids aren't scared of the most. So I went around my fucking neighborhood getting a petition. I was like, yeah, bitch. Can't do nothing. It's so crazy. She's so jealous of me. But, like, she started taping my kid. She was going purposely. The video that she tried showing them to try to say I was yelling at her when I was on the phone with Ashley, which is right there. My 3:30 club main, like, person. You know, she followed me to Shaw's purposely, parked right next to my car, pulled the window down. She's in driver, he's in passenger, and I'm just looking like, are you guys fucking serious? She's yelling at me, and I'm on the phone with Ashley, and then she puts out her phone, starts recording me, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Is this real life? Like, Como fucking what? Como what is this reality right now? Oh, it was. That is somebody following you to try to be like you. That is nuts. But she will never be like me. She is so fucking fake. And you'll see it in the neighborhood. Like, she'll try to be so nice, and it's like, that person will still be nicer to me, and she hates it. So anyways, the point is that, like, she got the other person, the other mother, to start taping me. And I know she taped me because she was telling people in the neighborhood, and she was telling people in the neighborhood something very specific and very personal that nobody else knew unless you were watching me. Nobody else knew about it. Nobody else unless you were literally fucking following me. There's no way in fucking hell. No way in fucking hell. So what I'm trying to say is, you can't emanate a person by getting jealous of what they have. You need to do the work, because then you'll emanate what's for you. Okay? And it's like when you're not grateful for the life you have, it's like somebody could be looking at you like fucking dying for your life, dying to be like you. I don't want to say that. That is extremely wanting and desiring to be like you. And you're sitting there, I don't have this, I don't have that, like ungrateful for what you do have when somebody else is desiring exactly everything that you have that you should be grateful for because they would be grateful to have it and you're not. So my hair would look really weird if it was a short. I know. Actually, it would look cute, but like, no. No, let's go back to, yeah, okay. I just got it like trimmed. It's still long though, which makes me really happy because I hate my hair short. Hate it. I'm growing it down to my butt like I did when I had my hair like that when I was like 7 for like so long. I had dance recitals and my hair was so thick and there was so much and it was so long that we had to have our hair in like buns, obviously. I used to have 2 fucking buns and braids. It was so thick. My mom used to do my hair. It was so pretty. I need to learn how to French braid. Anyways, so I think I got my point across of just like, don't try to be somebody else and don't try to copy them because you'll never be able to actually be them. And like with me, I can change in a day from who I was to that. And nobody can do that. Nobody can keep up with me. No, I can literally change in a fucking day overnight. That's what I did the other day. All that trauma. And then some bunch of crap is going on for Thanksgiving. And my kid, his dad, my mom, and his dad are all dealing with it. So ridiculous. And I'm like, yo, okay, I gotta swoop in. Like, there's no other thing. There's no other way. And I'm just like, tell your father that I'm gonna bring you. And he's like, and that's that. He's all like, oh, why does she get to have the last say when I haven't talked to him since April? Why does she get to have the last say? And I'm like, yo, tell your fucking father. I was like, that I'm trying to help him because our fucking parents are part of this and they're fucking making it even worse. And then he started being nice. It's like, I get it. It's okay. But then he's like talking to me through Dawson. Like he would say certain things that he definitely was not saying to Dawson. It was funny. But I'm still not opening contact like that. Like, so he's just like, well, yeah, if she wants to, like, all right, I want to. I just want our parents to stop being fucking ridiculous. That's what I want. And I want his sister to have the fucking baby. Hopefully she did, and I don't know. But I want it to be like this date. She was in labor yesterday. She was at like 8 centimeters last time I talked to her, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm really, really hoping, unfortunately for her, that she had the baby. She had my niece today. Because the date is awesome. 11, 22, 23. How can you go wrong with that? And it's cool because she found out she was pregnant around Easter, and now she's going to like be giving birth around Thanksgiving. Like, that's fucking awesome. I love her so much. I cry every time I think about it. Like, she's having a baby. My kid's 14. There's not been another cousin at all. So, like, when her kid's 14, Dawson's gonna be 28. Like, it's funny. Like, yeah, me and John don't talk, but it's like we both think the same thing because it's like, that's weird too, to even think that I have a kid with him because we have nothing to do. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. I think because I've been a single mother pretty much his whole life, I forget that there's another person involved. It's just what it is. But yeah, I think I covered what I wanted to. I kind of went into that story and I knew I was going to, but then I forgot everything that I said before. But you cannot be a person. That's my point. You can try all you want to be this person, to be that person, have what they have, copy them, their style, their grace, their attitude, how they are with people, what they do for work, like anything that they feel like another person likes about them that they left them for, kind of thing. You can inspire people that want to like learn how to be like you, but at the same time, they still got to be themselves. You can give them like tips on how you did it, but they got to realize like, but you got to do it for yourself because you got to be authentic to yourself or it won't work. You're still going to be fake. So that's like the biggest thing. My hair looks so good right now. That's like the biggest thing is that like, it's finally got bangs again. That's like the biggest thing is that like, you got to be authentic to yourself. That's what it is. And that's why people that do that and they heal and they grow and they follow their purpose with intention, with direction, with intuition, with deliberately creating and being self aware of the world around them, because that's how they know and how they feel, because that's how they know what they're creating. That's how they know they're on the right path to success. And when you're happy, you're in the right place. So if you're committing to being happy, you'll always be on the right path. Because as soon as something makes you mad or pisses you off or makes you sad, you know that that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like that, whatever's making you sad and angry, that is not supposed to be part of your path. Get the fuck back on your path and find out what makes you happy again. Being yourself. Because you won't need acceptance. You won't need validation. You won't need that. 45. You won't need nothing. Right? And if a person is for you, it will always come back. Whatever has ever been taken from you will always be restored. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same person. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same job. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same relation. Like, no. But you will have and get exactly what it is that needs to be restored from everything that was taken away from you. But it was taken away from you for a reason. And that's what needs to be realized. Because a person could be taken out of your life to learn lessons in order to come back. Because again, you could be on a different wavelength of a certain kind of relationship that you want, and this person just doesn't know how to do it. So they have to go experience other things to be able to come back with that mentality of being different for the relationship to work. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but you got to let them go or they're not going to be able to do it. And you're fucking with their path. So you got to let them go. And that's the thing, like, especially with relationships, it's like they don't understand, like, just because you let them go doesn't mean it's permanent. But it's never going to be, and again, if you don't let it be a for now, like just not having it for now. I can't think of a word that I'm trying to think of. But yeah, so don't ever try to be something that you're not. Always be who you are and work towards that. That is where you're going to find your happiness. If you're miserable, it's because you're not being you. And if you really work towards healing those conditions of hate, anger, self-blame, self-doubt, self-sabotaging, resentment, bitterness, feeling rejected, feeling neglected, feeling abandoned, feeling no trust issues, like ego-based fear, like all those negative, having a negative mindset, thinking negatively, always thinking the worst, like always thinking that like you're success of failure, success of success, like failure of failure, failure of success, like blaming everybody, never taking accountability. Like once you stop doing that stuff, you get into a more peaceful place within yourself. And when you can do that and accept that it's not other people, like this is why it happened. You need to blame yourself and not even blame yourself. You just have to take responsibility and be self-aware. Because if you know that you're the deliberate creator of your life, then you will know that that was on you, but you'll know how to navigate either next time, navigate through that, what's going on now. You won't just let life happen to you. You will live the life you're supposed to live on your terms. But that's the difference between emanating somebody's essence and emanating your own. You're never going to be able to emanate somebody else's essence and their energy. You can be like it, but at the end of the day, you can never be them because they have a different energy that they put out. And if somebody else, whether it's your person or if it's a thing, money, like a career, whatever, if you don't have that energy connection and you're like, well, how do they always get it? How do they do this? How do they do it? Because they're deliberately creating and not letting everybody be blamed for their shit and remembering, I want to be happy. If this is not making me happy, and that's that. It's not easy. It is not easy, especially if you love a person. But if they are making you miserable and they're bringing drama and bullshit and trauma to your life, what is more important? Being happy or this person? Because they obviously don't give a fuck about you. So why should you give a fuck about them? Oh, I love them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get it. I've been there. I've done it. But I've also learned that I am committed to my own happiness, because in this lifetime, that is my purpose, is to be happy. And the more happy I get, the kinder I am. And the more happy I get, the more I receive. And the more happier I get, the more I'm closer to my purpose. The more I get, the more happier I am, I connect with source. I connect with love. The more happier I get, I know that I deserve everything that it is that I am receiving. My blessings. You got to learn patience. You got to learn forgiveness. You got to learn acceptance of yourself and others. I tell my kid this. I was like, if you want a relationship with your dad, you're going to just have to accept how he is. You can't keep, I mean, you can, but you can't keep going back and forth with, I want a relationship, but I don't because he's like this. It's like, you just got to accept them for who they are if you want them in your life. End of story. And that's on you. So you can't be mad if they're not somebody that you expect them to be or you want them to be, because they're not. So accept it or don't have them in your life. I need to fucking do my nails because that just looks so weird. But I want to do a reading. Oh my god, my back. Ugh. There's other videos I want to do. I just want to do them. But my Ashley's waiting for me. Why can't I see? Like, why? I could yesterday when I was doing videos. All right. Nope. Bye, guys.